Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle. Sanchez. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. And it's hoisted clear. Twanzebe. Wan-Bissaka. Mbemba. Aim forwards, calmly anticipates. Diaz, gently done. Twanzebe attempts a clearance. And he's picked out the run. Bakambu. Oh, that's a nice ball. Will play through for the wide man. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Sanchez. Moved on forwards. Boré is onto it in a flash. James Rodriguez. Out to the left it goes. Oh, it's played into the area. Deftly away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bakambu going full tilt down the left. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lerma. And it's played forward. Mbemba. Wan-Bissaka. That's really well cleared. Diving header! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
He had a decision to make, and he got it bang on. You can't beat a diving header.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Wan-Bissaka. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, what a Bakambu! That's a lovely, neat pass. Boré. Now it's James. It's James! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
James Rodriguez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He is just caressing the ball. Boré goes for a shot! In for the pieces! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cleared away. And it's played forward, cuts out the pass. Munoz, aim forwards. Nice physical challenge. Diaz. That's really well manoeuvred. Mbemba cuts it out.
Twanzebe.
Twanzebe, gently done. That has been knocked clear. Moved on forwards. Oh, easy pickings there. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Lukumi. Up towards the front line. It's just beyond his reach.
Twanzebe.
Aim forwards. Played towards the other side. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Twanzebe gets over and intercepts. Over to the left. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's James Rodriguez. Thinks one through. And he thumps it clear. Sanchez shifted upfield. Foot in. Yeah, he's fouled him there. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's gone for the shots. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Lerma. James Rodriguez. Chance here to counter. He's found a way through. Bakambu spread out to the left. Colombia are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, I would say that they've only got themselves to blame, Peter. They've been caught cold.
And it's played forward. Mbemba can get it clear. And here's the chance to counter. Wan-Bissaka. Colombia already trailing, and we've barely begun. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And it's James Rodriguez. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. The shot away! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's really well manoeuvred. Looks to the other side. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Diaz. Bore, now he's off and running. Mbemba shifted upfield. Done delicately. Ospina claims comfortably. Spread out to the left. Diaz. Now it's Diaz. Diaz. Now here's the delivery.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box.
Looking to break at pace. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Looking to go deep. Munoz. Lukumi. And it's played forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Bakambu receives it in a good position here. Tries to get it clear. Lerma. So what can they make of this? Munoz picks it up now. Munoz. James Rodriguez. Bore. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away. Out to the right. Chance to deliver. And it's hoisted clear. Ball is over the line. Ball comes in. Sanchez gets good distance on it. James Rodriguez. Moved on forwards. Mbemba, aim forwards. A heavy challenge. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That is very well defended. Now it's James Rodriguez. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Now what about a counter attack? And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Wins the duel this time. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka. Big chance! And again the keeper stands strong. Munoz, it's a sharp pass. Boré is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's there to clear it. Diaz. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a good run down the right. Lovely feet. Time to deliver. Aimed in towards the centre. Munoz is there, and he can get that clear. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Clipped into space. Munoz getting this one clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Shot a goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gets it away. Succumbs to the pressure. The message is clear, none shall pass. Mbemba. That's good play. That's a good ball. Lerma. And they can counter here. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. And it's played forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Tuanzebe. Mbemba, gently done. James Rodriguez. Oh, there's a probing ball. Diaz. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, that's nice. Can he deliver? James Rodriguez. Do have a chance to counter here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Munoz. Bakambu. And now the breakaway. Can he latch on to this? He is through here. Bakambu. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. And they've got rid. Mbemba clears it away. Colombia have got it back and they'll have another go. And he's heaved it away. That's a throw. And it's James Rodriguez. Can he spark a counter here? Bakambu. And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's made its way to him. Over to the left. Crossed into the middle. Cleared away. Could move up a gear here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He's in a good position here. And the ball's come loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. Munoz. Munoz, nicely aimed pass. Oh, good spread. And the counter is on. Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Wan-Bissaka. Tuanzebe. And he goes cross-field. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Colombia are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Tuanzebe. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Caresses it through. Oh, what a climb! Harmlessly behind. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbemba. Mbemba, gently done. Wan-Bissaka played over towards the opposite flank. Sanchez can get it clear. Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. That's really well manoeuvred. James Rodriguez! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That has been clubbed away. That's the throw. Pinged towards the front line. Twanzebe gets across to intercept that. Mbemba aimed forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Bakambu. Oh, it's come loose. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Sanchez played into space. Does really well to win the ball there. Munoz has a look and plays it forward. And it's played forward. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's very neat. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Sanchez tries to clear. And that has been knocked clear. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's hoisted clear. Boré carries the ball down the right. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, they could break here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries a deft little ball. And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Wan-Bissaka. He's shooting! And again! It's an inviting looking ball, that. Tuanzebe makes the interception. Diaz. That is a brilliant interception. And here's Bakambu. And it's lofted. Can he finish? Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Colombia can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that's a dangerous ball. Can he finish? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's a loose ball. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Bakambu. And here's Bakambu. Nice interception, well timed. Keeper's got good distance on that. Mbemba. Wan-Bissaka. Played towards the other side. Great run on the overlap here. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. He's having a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So here comes a substitution. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself. And here's James. And here's James. Could try cutting inside here. Showing good feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Chance, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Into the channel. Great work on the overlap. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Real chance, shoots! Oh, second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's come loose. Herring after the ball here. Has crossed into the middle. No way through. Chance for a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, that is a bit special. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And it's gone back to the keeper. Long ball by the goalkeeper. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Cleared away. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He's on it, can he get away? Tries a shot! That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's had a crack. Wins the duel this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Mbemba. Wan-Bissaka. Back into the middle. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Out to the left it goes. There are a few waiting for it. Chance! Tries to get it clear. There's the delivery. Up he goes! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Colombia really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Moved on forwards. Hit into the... climbs up big! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Aim forwards. Oh, shooting chance! And the finish!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's James Rodriguez. Lerma, gently done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Lofted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Quality ball. That has been cut short. Moved on forwards. Sanchez. Lerma.
Look, they've had their chance.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Takes a shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Mbemba. 60 minutes played. Twanzebe, and it's played forward. Driven forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Wan-Bissaka, forwards and with intent. Lukumi. That's been drilled forward. Wan-Bissaka. Mbemba. Twanzebe, gently done. Bakambu, that's an imaginative pass. Moved on forwards.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mbemba. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Cross goes in there. Cleared away. James Rodriguez. And now the breakaway. Picks it up out wide. Munoz. James. It's James! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Time for a change in personnel. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That is lovely. Munoz. Nice control. A chance to play it in. Oh, nice touch. Munoz, and that's aimed into the middle. Mbemba is there, and he can get that clear. And they can counter here. Cuts out the pass. And it's Munoz. Tries to get it clear. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well timed, excellent interception. Aim forwards. Tuanzebe gets over and intercepts. Looks to the other side. That's really well manoeuvred. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Played into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. He is onto it in a flash. Tuanzebe makes the interception. Mbemba. And it's played forward. Oh, sweet feet. Cross goes in there. It's well blocked and back out it comes. And here's James. James Rodriguez! It just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Gets it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Munoz shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Mbemba is there and he can get that clear. Caught offside that time. Here's Diaz. James. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Wan-Bissaka shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's played forward. And a play for a throw. And it's James Rodriguez. Decent chance!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Well read, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. And that has been cleared. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Sanchez gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. "3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Aim forwards. Muscular approach does pay off here. Wan-Bissaka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, there's a probing ball. Sanchez tries to clear. Moved on forwards.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That has been knocked clear. Bakambu. Crunching tackle. Diaz. James Rodriguez. There's the shot! It's an us fallen kindly here. And the keeper has done enough. Top stop.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Munoz plays it short. Real chance! Oh, that's a waste. Played out to the right. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? Now here's the delivery. And it's played forward. Wan-Bissaka. He came in hard, very hard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Proves too strong. Tuanzebe. Mbemba, gently done. And that is out of play. Lukumi, that's a lovely, neat pass. Calmly anticipates. Tuanzebe. Mbemba, aim forwards. Hammers has got himself a free kick. Makambu. Great defending, strong and determined. Diaz. Now it's Diaz. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tuanzebe shifted upfield. Oh, nicely intercepted. Munoz. And it's James Rodriguez. Purring through the gear, and he shoots! Sticks it away! They're back within reach! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Mbemba. Out to the right. Now that's well seen too. Sanchez, forwards and with intent. Diaz. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Mbemba. And that's really well manoeuvred. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Moved on forwards. Tries to get it clear. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Lerma. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Wan-Bissaka. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. The pass has gone astray. Mbemba, and he goes cross-field. And it's played forward. Lerma. And it's James Rodriguez. Diaz! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Diaz clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That'll be a throw. Diaz. James Rodriguez. Over to the left. Is there any support? He might not need it. James Rodriguez. Well read, nice interception. And back to the goalkeeper. Munoz, forwards and with intent. Mbemba. Wan-Bissaka played over towards the opposite flank. He has found the way through. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Wan-Bissaka. Mbemba. Tuanzebe. Mbemba. Tuanzebe shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Lerma. And it's Munoz. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Wins the duel this time. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Tries to dink it through. Sanchez played out to the left flank. Wan-Bissaka. Mbemba. Tuanzebe. Oh, can he get onto this? Cuts out the pass. James. And he cuts out the supply. Chance! was a brilliant save.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And it's played forward. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Twansebe.
Quality ball. He's going to be disappointed with that. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Colombia never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Señoras y señores.